Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing great. So in my last session, I have told you that one experiment is left about which we have to talk, and this experiment will prove us that in what stage of gastrulation we are going to see the conditional as well as autonomous specification. Okay. So this experiment was performed with the early and late gastrula stage, mainly with a nude gastrula. Okay, gastrulation is a stage when three germs layer are formed, that is your endoderm, ectoderm and mesoderm. Okay, so what scientists had did, they have taken the tissue or the different kind of blastomeres or the cells from the early and late gastrula, and they have performed the experiment to see that in which stages there is a occurrence of conditional as well as autonomous specification or development. Okay, so let's see this. So in first column there is a mentioning of the donor region. Okay, so we will be transplanting tissue from the donor region, and where we will be transplanting that is into the host region. Okay, and then in the third column it has been mentioned that is the differentiation of the donor tissue. That means the cell which I have transplanted from here, what kind of differentiation I'm going to see in that donor tissue. Okay, and what will be the conclusion that has been mentioned in the fourth column. Fine. Okay, so let's take the first case, that is the donor region. It has been taken from your early gastrula stage. So the first case is your early gastrula stage. Okay, so from the donor region what they have did, they have taken the prospective neurons. Okay, they have taken the prospective neurons and they have transplanted this neuron in between the epidermis forming blastomere or the prospective epidermis. Okay, whatever you can say. So what they have did, they have taken the prospective neuron and they have transplanted that prospective neurons in between the prospective epidermis. Okay, the cells were having the fate to develop into the epidermis. Now what is the result of that? That is the differentiation of a donor tissue. That means what kind of differentiation has been shown by this donor region. So the donor tissue has developed into the epidermis. Okay, although the donor tissue or the donor cell was having a fate to develop into neuron, but instead of that it is developing into epidermis. And what was the epidermis? That is, epidermis was the surrounding cell between which we have placed this neuron cell, right, or the prospective neurons. So as because this neuron blastomere or neuron cells had changed its fate depending upon its surrounding, what we can say? We can say that the in a early gastrula stage these cells are showing conditional development or conditional specification, because these cells are changing their fate if we have placed these cells in between some other cells, and they are developing their fates depending upon their surrounding cell. And this kind of event, what we used to say, that is specification, conditional specification or conditional development. So with this we are done. Let's take the second example. That is, in second example what they have did, they have just interchanged this case. That means right now from the early gastrula, mainly from the donor region, they have took prospective epidermis. Okay, that means the cells which were having the fate to develop into epidermis, and they have transplanted this epidermis forming cells in between the neuron forming blastomere or cells. Okay, and what they have noticed, that is the differentiation of a donor tissue was in a neuron cells, right? So although the donor region or the donor cell, it was having a fate to develop into epidermis, but instead of that it is developing into neurons because it has been placed between the neuron forming cells. So again, what kind of example is this? That is, it is indicating your conditional development because it is developing according to its surrounding condition. Okay, it is developing the same fate, that particular fate, like it is developing into the same fate which has been provided by the surrounding cell, and this is what called your conditional development. So we are done with the first case, right? Now let's focus on the second case, that is in a late gastrula stage. This was happening in your early gastrula stage. This is a late gastrula stage. So again same kind of experiment has been repeated here also. That is, in a late gastrula stage, in a first portion they have took neuron forming cells or prospective neurons, and they have transplanted that neurons in between your prospective epidermis. Okay, but what was the result? Here the result was different as compared to your above condition. That is, the donor tissue, it has been differentiated into the neurons. Although it was having a fate of forming neurons only, but despite of placing that in between the epidermis cell or epidermis tissue, it is not changing its fate. So this is indicating your what? That is your autonomous development. Okay, because the cells are not changing their fate depending upon their surrounding. So this is what called your autonomous development, because they are having the equal potential as compared to their fate. Okay, so the potential and fate both are equal. That is why in a late gastrula, the neuron cells, they are not changing their fate into epidermis, and that is why they are developing according to their initial fate, and this is what called your autonomous development or autonomous specification. Okay, let's take the second example. In second example, what they have did, from the donor region they have took prospective epidermis. Okay, and they have transplanted this epidermis forming cells in between the neuron cells, but instead of developing into neuron, it is developing into the epidermis, right? And what was the epidermis? Epidermis was the initial fate. Okay, this prospective donor region, it is having the epidermis forming fate, and it is developing according to its fate only. It is not changing its fate, and this is what again called your autonomous specification. So this you have to remember. In case of your autonomous specification, this cell is not going to change its fate depending upon its surrounding. But in case of your conditional specification, the cell will change its fate depending upon their surrounding. So in this way, we can say what kind of conclusion we will get. That is, in the early gastrula, the transplanted tissue undergo conditional development because ultimate fate depend upon the location in the embryo. In the late gastrula, the transplanted tissue exhibit autonomous development and independent of their final location after the transplantation. That is, their fate was already determined. So from this, what kind of conclusion we can draw? We can say that in early gastrula stage, the cells are going to show the conditional development. Okay, conditional development. And in late gastrula stage, the cells are going to show autonomous development. So we can say that in early gastrula stage, stage, the cells are only specified, right, but not determined. But in case of your late gastrula stage, the cells are determined. That is why they are not changing its fate. Okay, so this was the whole conclusion of your transplantation during your early and late stage. And this this particular experiment is very, very important, because like there are lots of questions from this area which you will see in CSI and NET paper. Okay, so I'm expecting that this particular portion has been cleared now, that why we are saying that in a early gastrula stage we are going to see the conditional specification, and in late gastrula stage we will see autonomous specification. Okay, so through this experiment only it has been proved that conditional and autonomous specification, it will be like, it will going to show its occurrence in what kind of gastrula stage.